Get this win, I guess.
The altitude.
No, you stopped because he killed me. Plant the bomb. Thank you.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Jacksonville. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Alert, alert.
ETN up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Jaguars at 9-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll go. He can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
But you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. They'll get this off to Etienne. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the counter, Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jags take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First down, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, he bowls over it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Who lost? You said ended up losing. Oh, yeah. 4th quarter was not too kind to Ohio State. Yeah, didn't end close. It was close, though.
So they'll get another shot It's following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
I actually have no idea. I have to fucking
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
He is
They're
not.
sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number. He's got 15 yards here.
USC Notre Dame.
This offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game,
you want to see how good Caleb Williams actually is.
It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44.
I mean, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm already over the scoring limit, and this dude is really bad somehow. I don't know what to do here.
In the first half, and several different guys have picked
Shit is stupid.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now ETN to start the drive.
All right, the dude ain't even playing.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Shit is stupid. I had to sit here, chew clock, punt the ball, basically.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. ETN once more. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed
ain't no point, really.
Stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down,
oh yeah, he's coming out.
Cook to punt.
He's coming out. I mean, he's 1 or 2. So he's 1 or 2. So it's definitely won't get any.
This is fielded at the 7.
Might as well just come out now.
7 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
This dude is dead, not even playing. On defense, at least. He's not even playing. I mean, it's the 2nd quarter, though. This isn't fun for me.
About set for
he
this
can know it's
drive
over.
by the Cowboys
He can know it's over.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this.
It's not. I gotta sit here for fucking 8-minute quarters. Nigga's not doing nothing.
To say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might
got
be
the
holding your
Cowboys,
breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the
but then again, I see he hasn't really played any games, so
they're having a blast out
a lot of
playing against him
a lot of sims happening here.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
I don't know why you running the ball.
Pick up there across the 15 to the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll go with both short. So my DBs are down.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Fuck.
Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
8 yards to go on second down. Prescott off play action. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think
we're
on the
Big
same
Monty
page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Oh, my man got a plan. You did all that to run the ball and go nowhere. You did all that, motion the guy out, tend to do adjustments, to run the ball.
Field position.
Man, Monty's a great out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Etienne. Tanner Muse there defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A handoff for Etienne, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Etienne. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Is it actually good? I'm about to message the dude and tell him to pick plays, bro.
So following the hold,
get this shit over with.
Hole here with a
How are
first
you
and
not
20.
playing for?
And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Here we go, set.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Was that 4th down? It was 4th down.
There the Cowboys here.
Y'all just take
down,
field goals, bro.
an extra
Like, why are y'all
defensive
not
back.
taking points?
Etienne up the middle.
Oh, I guess my
And a
rival.
short gain here down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, I'll make this easy for you. I'm going to give you a touchdown so I don't get in trouble. Please throw the ball. Why would you throw it there? Why?
I don't know. Do you look at this
Why?
as a time
I
just
gave
improve
you a
and maybe
TD.
start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
Why wouldn't you just throw that to Lamb?
Until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts.
Bro,
like this,
please,
no matter
just
how the game looks
I'm
on
giving you a
paper going
touchdown,
in.
please, bro.
This one has turned out to be everyone's
Please,
worst
please,
nightmare realized.
bro. You don't even got to do all this. I'm in cover 2 and I'm run committing. I'm literally run committing, bro. I'm run committing. Just throw the ball, please. All right, just throw the ball. Thank you.
Past the 20. Touchdown.
Thank you. God damn.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th
This man waited for his running back for real.
Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Could have threw that shit to anybody.
On for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yo, swoosh. Nebraska signed Matt Rule. They said that's who they wanted, and they got it done.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they take him
no
down,
season off.
Yardage back at the 27. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bo Nix actually threw it at a receiver's foot. Our lane captain signed the extension, so we'll make $9 million a year. What? Well, because people thought he was going to end up taking the Auburn job.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville.
Don't know why you would take a job in your division, but it was said that he would.
This is taken at the 23.
No, not really.
On the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
It's Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and nah, they can't. They're gonna move down. They're only gonna let one Big Ten team get in. So the fact that Michigan won the matchup as a one team.
Finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I don't even know what the force is.
Gain of 24.
I guess it would put us. It technically would be us. Yeah.
Coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
This guy calling words.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Whoa, no pick for me. Interesting. I mean, if he scores again, I'm allowed to score again, so this is kind of good for me.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
It's a pass.
Prescott yet again.
There's my pick.
Shaquille Griffin with a and the Jaguars are going to take possession. It's a touchback.
Oh no.
Take over at the 20-yard line.
Shit,
I
crazy,
think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's right
beyond
now.
Stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, right back to ETN. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
Georgia to
Kind
score,
of like
Georgia
a baseball
Tech.
hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. And now here's another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Too many blocks in this backpack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Oregon State, man.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put YouTube up on the TV. Fuck it. Next to fine.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Draw play, ETN. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
He just threw me another pick. Oh God. Oh my God.
It was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Are you really calling? All right, so now I'm gonna play serious.
As he'll stop it with 27
calling
seconds
timeouts,
on the
bro.
clock.
Why are you
Well,
calling
was
timeouts?
decided a
You're
while
not
ago,
going
and that
to
completion
score.
there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Give me the ball.
My goodness, another interception. So this would be a win for Jacksonville. That was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, after a while, they always say the same thing, though. They said they told it early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today.
7 picks. I only got to throw the ball 10 times.
And we're never headed.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4.
No sacks.
They'll hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically just an exhibition game.
Dang, I should have insulted man, bro. I would have got the crazy boost. It's all good though. I think I stole momentum though for winning this game. Yep, you stole the Cowboys' momentum, and we get plus 10 everything next game. They also broke their streak. Went to morale boost plus 3. He's getting plus 3s to everything. Let's go, Trevor. That's interesting, I guess. Oh, I can turn